mindset shift to dominate the diaspora in 2025. And yes, you are welcome, Diaspora Fidesz family. I am excited to have you here this morning. It will be another beautiful moment today as we look at 25 mindset shifts that can help you dominate the diaspora in 2025. And I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach. I help busy professionals like you unlock confidence smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. I am excited to be here today. The year 2025 is a year that will not reward those who play small, who recycle their thinking, who remain stuck in yesterday's patterns. 2025 is different. And let me quickly state that thriving in 2025 will be determined by perspective more than by placement. It's not about the place, it's about your perspective, no matter the location. And that is why this conversation is important for you in the diaspora. So you want to actually sit in this conversation, get a notepad, get a pen, let us get into the conversation already. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Have you called somebody in your community to get in here? Because this conversation has already begun. So 2025, like I said earlier, it will be a year that will reward those who think differently, those who think differently, those who are willing to shift their mindset to the kind of mindset that is needed, that is required to thrive today, to embrace ownership and to dominate their space in the diaspora. So that's the kind of mindset shift that is needed for you to be able to thrive, own, shine in the diaspora. So that was the question for you. If you could own one thing in the diaspora this year, and I want you to give me the answer in the comment section. If there's one thing you can own in the diaspora this year, what would that be? Would that be your career, your business, your influence, or even a land? Which is that thing that you would love to earn and own this year, 2025, in the diaspora? Drop it for me in the comment section. I want to know. What is that thing you desire mostly to earn and own this year, 2025? Let's talk. You know how we do it. This is the Diaspora community. And of course, you know that I'm here for you. We're here to have this conversation every Friday, 10 a.m. We go live for the Diaspora community. And of course, the community is there where we continue our Q&A sessions. We keep having conversations. You can ask any questions. And I'm there for you. Yes, somebody says business. Good. Let me know, what is one thing you want to own in 2025? What is that one thing that you want to own in the diaspora in 2025? Now, here is the truth. I know that you have various things you want to own in this year, but let me give you one shocking truth. Ownership doesn't start with property. So for you who wants to own a business, for you who wants to own a property, for you who wants to own estates in that land, it doesn't. Ownership does not begin with property. Guess what ownership begins with? Ownership begins with perspective. Ownership is in the mind before it manifests in the life. Put that for me in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Today we're talking about 25 mindset shifts that you need to own the diaspora. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. You will love this conversation today. I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach. And yes, this is the conversation for people in the diaspora. Let us talk. What are the 25 mindset shifts that you need to be able to own the land right in the diaspora? Have you called somebody to join this conversation today? Yes. Ownership begins in the mind, not in the land. I want you to shift attention today away from that land where you are. Shift your attention to your mind. That is where ownership begins. That is where ownership truly begins. It doesn't begin from the land. So there's nothing like, it's because I just came to this Canada, that's why it seems as if it's hard. No, that's not the problem. The problem is not the land. The problem is your mind. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Hit the like button. Thank you for joining in today. Now, it is being said that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Not as the place the man travels to. No. It's not about where the man travels to. It's not about the land the man is. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So ownership begins in the mind before it manifests in the land. That's why today I'm giving you 25 bold mindset shifts for dominating the diaspora in 2025. If you're ready, put in the comment section for me. Ready. Today, I'm not just talking tips. I'm not just talking to you. I am giving you real-time shifts. Because when your thinking changes, your living changes. Put that for me in the comment section. When my thinking changes, my living changes. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for joining me today. Now, these 25 mindset shifts have been divided into 5 groups. Number 1, identity shifts. Number 2, money shifts. Number 3, community shifts. Number 4, creativity shifts. Number 5, legacy shifts. So we'll be looking at each of these shifts, and then I'll give you every of the other 5. So it's a 5 in 1 for each of the shifts. That's how we get 25. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? I love it that you are here today. By the end of the session, you'll be having a playbook. You'll be having a program in your hand that helps you see how you see yourself, your money, your network, your ideas, and your future. So let's dive in quickly. Let's start with the first group, which is identity shift. As a confidence coach, I do a lot with identity. And I've come to realize that a lot of professionals in the diaspora struggle with the identity shift required. They shift locations, but they don't shift identity. And most times, when you do not consciously and personally do the identity shifts required, fear will give you another definition of you. Fear will paint a picture of you, and you begin to look at yourself differently. There was a conversation we had in the diaspora community, and someone said to me, she said, I don't know why in the diaspora, my profession, she named the profession, I don't want to go into the details, seems to be kind of overlooked and played down. And each time I talk about it, they tell me that it's because I need to work on certain areas of my life. Why does this happen? And I want to say this, right? It begins with identity shifts. So what are the identity shifts you need to make? Before I say that, hit the subscribe button if you're joining us. Hit the like button. You will love it being here today. We're talking about 25 mindset shifts for owning the diaspora. All right? Shift number 1 that you need to make. You need to shift from guest to owner. Write it down for me. Shift from guest to owner. Now, I understand how you came into that land. You did not come with the mindset to own it. But a land you don't have a mindset to own, you cannot own. A land you do not have in mind to own, you cannot own it. So, even though you still consider yourself as a guest, today, leave this conversation with a mindset shift. Remember that the Bible, the book I read, says, wherever the sole of your feet touches, it is yours for inheritance. It doesn't mean that you have to have a nationality before that land becomes yours. No. It doesn't mean that you have to be a citizen or be born there or have stayed there for 30 years. The Bible says wherever the sole of your feet touches is yours for inheritance. So the first thing you want to do is to move away. Stop thinking you are a guest. Stop thinking I don't have the citizenship yet. That's why. Shift from guest to ownership mentality. What I see is many professionals still work in the diaspora with the mindset of I'm just visiting. I'm just here temporarily. No, that kind of mindset cannot make you own the diaspora. That kind of mindset cannot make you own the land. So the first mindset shift you want to make is to shift from guest to owner. Start seeing yourself. You know what happened to Joseph? Though Joseph was sold into Egypt, he carried himself as an owner. That's why even Potiphar, even Pharaoh could give him resources to manage. The king could give him resources to manage. I beg your pardon. So a tenant owner, a tenant mentality never upgrades. No. An owner thinks differently from a tenant. Are you still living like a tenant in the diaspora? Answer this question. How do you see yourself? You walk into the room, and because everybody is of a different skin color from you, you think I'm a tenant. You think I'm a guest. You think this place is not for me. You don't have this ownership mentality. See, it begins with the mind. Again, like I said, you don't own a place by being in the place. You own a place by perspective. Hi, Dima. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for joining me today. Hello, Dima. It's so good to have you here. Today, we're talking about 25 mindset shifts for owning the land in the diaspora. So if you're in the diaspora, this is the conversation for you. If you know someone in the diaspora, you want to share this live with them, and let's talk. We talk about, hi, Dima, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you. I love it that you're here today. And we go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m. Interestingly, we still go live today at 1 p.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m., but Fridays at 10 a.m. like this is for those professionals in the diaspora. I come here to have a conversation with them on how to thrive in the diaspora. And today is the 25 mindset shifts that you need to thrive in the diaspora. Yes. Now, shift number one, I said shift from guest to owner. Shift number two, shift from outsider to bridge builder. Shift from outsider to bridge builder. Stop saying I don't belong here. You are a bridge. You are a bridge between nations. Hi, skiddies. Thank you for joining in here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I love it that you're here today. You will love it if you stay, but you'll see that I'm making a whole lot of sense today. I'm talking about 25 mindset shifts that you need to thrive in the diaspora. So, number two is you need to shift from thinking that I am an outsider to start thinking that I am a bridge builder. Stop saying I don't belong here. You are a bridge. It's like Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Have you seen what her writing is doing globally? A Nigerian who is writing and is making global narratives. The sands of time cannot forget her ever. But one thing I've seen is that migrants contribute over 700 billion annually in remittances globally. That's what the World Bank says. No, you didn't get that. $700 billion annually into whatever the nation is making globally. That's influence. So stop seeing yourself as an outsider. If you are part of the people, scratch that. You are part of the people bringing in that whole $700 billion remittance. That's what the World Bank says. So if you are part of it, why are you still seeing yourself as an outsider? You are a bridge builder, and you need to start seeing yourself that way. Put it for me in the comment section. I am a bridge builder. No matter the nation where you are, say it. I am a bridge builder. I am not an outsider. That is a mindset shift that you need to start having already. I am a bridge builder. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Hit the like button. I'm talking about 25 mindset shifts that you need to own the diaspora, to thrive in the diaspora. All right? Shift number three, shift from survival to strategy. Thank you. Like I said in the comment section, I am a builder. I'm not an outsider. I am a bridge builder. I am not an outsider. Thank you. I can see it in the comment section. Shift number three, shift from survival to strategy. Too many professionals in the diaspora are stuck in survival jobs. Now I get it. That's the first job you got when you got into the UK. That's how you want to begin your life. I get it. That's how you begin. That's okay. There's nothing wrong in how you are beginning. But that's a phase. That's not destiny. Even this world that we're in today did not begin like this. The world did not begin with us having a YouTube where we can talk, where you can see me, I can talk to you. It wasn't existing this way from the beginning. But however, the world has evolved. Years and years it has evolved. So you also need to evolve. You want to thrive in the diaspora, evolve from thinking survival to thinking strategy. Are you just joining us? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'm talking about how to thrive in the diaspora. 25 mindset shifts that you need to thrive in the diaspora. Right. Survival will pay rent, but strategy is how you own the land. Strategy buys you the beauty. Strategy buys you properties. The question is, what shift do you need to start thinking strategy, not survival? Stop thinking strategy. Well, this is just, let's stop thinking survival. Start thinking strategy. Strategy for buying buildings. Strategy for owning properties. Strategy for being the voice in that your office space. The reason you're not speaking up in that meeting is because you think you just want to survive. So it's okay if your voice is not heard. At least I get paid. No, it's not okay. I'm here this morning to tell you that it's not okay. Strategy over survival. Shift number 4. Is this hitting the right spot in you? Is it eye-opening for you? Are you beginning to see, this is why I'm still struggling in the diaspora? The next shift you need to make is shift from hidden to visible. Shift from hidden to visible. Stop shrinking. Stop thinking that it's okay for you to be invisible. Why? Stop putting yourself in hiding. There are 4 H signs for lack of confidence. And the first H is hiding. Interesting. There's hesitating, there's hypervigilance, and all of that. But that's not the conversation for today, right? But one of the hate signs of a lack of confidence is hiding. Any day you choose to hide, you choose to shrink over visibility, know that it is fear. Most times you are afraid of your accent. You don't want the world to hear your accent. You are afraid of culture, of criticism. You are just hiding. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Hit the like button. Thank you for joining in today. Are you aware that until you are seen, you cannot own a land? Hidden people cannot own spaces. Put that for me in the comment section. Hidden people cannot own spaces. Look at our musicians today. There are lots and lots of African musicians that are owning the world with their African sounds. They didn't need to change their voices. They didn't need to change or begin to sound a certain way. Right from Africa, their music is selling globally. Their music is thriving globally. So yes, you are in the diaspora, but you need to shift from hiding into visibility. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? Put it for me in the comment section. I will stop hiding in the diaspora. You are there in that land. By grace, God made it that way. You should stop hiding. You should stop hiding. Enough of the hiding. Let's see you. Let's see you. Anytime you see yourself hiding, just know that it's a sign of fear. I've told you now. Hiding, hesitation, there are about 4 or 5 of them. I'll just mention these two. Hypervigilant, all of that is signs of fear. So just know that anytime you see yourself hiding away from a space, it is clear that you are in the space of fear. And no matter how competent you are or how much you think you are earning, if you are hiding, you are afraid. I'll say that again. If you are hiding, you are afraid. The only reason you are hiding is because you are afraid. All right, number 5, shift number 5. The 5th shift you need to make for you to be able to thrive in the diaspora is to shift from employee to multi-identity. Stop seeing yourself as an employee only. Oh no, I'm just an employee. Shift from employee only identity to multi-identity. Let me explain. You are more than your job. So see yourself as more than just an employee in that workspace. Start seeing yourself as a multiple identity. See yourself as who you are. You are a brand. That's who you are. You are a solution. That's who you are. You are a system. That's who you are. Stop seeing yourself as only one person. Who are you? I'm just an employee of that company. I'm just an employee of this organization. That is the only identity you have of you. How come you lost your identity of becoming a system? That was the identity you took to the land. That was the kind of identity you had before you arrived in India. All of a sudden, that identity is gone. You now think I am only an employee. Shift from employee only identity to a multi identity. See yourself as a system. See yourself as a brand. See yourself as a solution. See yourself as a creator. See yourself as an impact. That is how to thrive in the diaspora. The mindset of an employee only mentality will keep you struggling in the diaspora. And I know you want to thrive. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? Thank you for joining in today. Yes, I can see that in the comment section. I am a solution. Thank you. I love it. That's how to see yourself. I am a solution. I am a system. I am an impact. That's why I'm here. Let me talk to you about Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah is a comedian in South Africa. But guess what? From South Africa, he became a communicator, a global communicator on the Daily Show. How? Multi-identity. Multi-identity. So if the only identity you have of yourself is I'm just a nurse at this place, I'm just a this, I'm just an employee, that's a false identity. It's a limiting identity, and you need to stop seeing yourself that way. All right, so those are the 5 shifts that you need to make. These are under identity shifts. And I told you we have 5 clusters, right? The first cluster is identity, and that's why we had the 5 shifts that I just mentioned. And I mentioned 5 shifts for you. Did you remember the 5 shifts I mentioned? Shift from guest to owner. Number 2, I said shift from outsider to bridge builder. Number 3, I said shift from survival to strategy. Number 4, shift from hidden to visible. Number 5, shift from one identity to multi-identity. Now let's go to cluster 2, money shifts. Are you ready? Put in the comment section for me, ready. So after you have done your identity shift, the next kind of shift you should do is money shifts. And there are five money shifts that you need to do. And that takes us to shift number six. Shift number six. All right. Shift from spender to investor. I know this one sounds like it sounds kind of like cliche. I mean, someone will say, I'm not going to invest in the diaspora. But are you really investing? Think about it. Think about it. Or are you just spending? Are you just spending because, well, the system has a system where you can always get a job, you can always get employed, so let's just spend. The system is working, so let's just spend. We're going to invest. There are jobs everywhere. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Hit the like button. Now, let me say this. Money that only goes out will never grow roots. Money that only goes out will never grow roots. So you need to invest. That money you're making, find even the most tiny investment and put the money there. The circle of the diaspora is funny. It just makes you feel like, okay, I'm sure that there's this level of job security, there's this level of stability in the system, there's this level of, okay, we are safe here. And then professionals begin to get into that circle of earn, spend, earn, spend. Today I'm here to remind you, shift from spender to investor. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for joining in today. You will love it being here. We're talking about 25 mindset shifts you need to make to be able to thrive in the diaspora. All right, shift number 7. Shift from job only to streams of income. Dear professional in the diaspora, come closer, let's talk. Why do you think that the only thing you can do in the diaspora is a job? No, don't tell me, coach, you don't understand this station is somehow. No, it is perspective over place. Write that for me. It is perspective over the place. Leave the place alone. Let's work on your perspective. Do you even think? Have you ever been able to sit down and think, okay, let me even think of streams of income? You've not thought of it before. The only thing you're thinking of is job. There's this job I'm looking for. There's this job I want to get. There's this job. There's this job. Shift from job only to streams of income. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Thank you. Shift from it. There are musicians in the diaspora that have built other things apart from just what it is that there are people who've been able to build other things. Start thinking multi streams of income. No, multi streams of income doesn't become outdated because you are now in the diaspora. It doesn't become something that is for Africans because you are now in the diaspora. No, it doesn't. It applies. Even the people that own the land where you are, they have multi streams of income. So how come you are still saying, oh, I just came here, I'm just going to stay here for a few years, and all you're thinking is job only? Today, I'm here to remind you, shift from job only mentality to multi-income mentality. That's the kind of mentality that can make you survive and thrive in the diaspora. Let's move away from that, please. Shift number 8. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Hit the like button. Thank you for joining in today. Number 8. Shift from consumer to creator. You can start as a consumer, there's no problem. You know, we've been talking about the Smart Creating Short Break series all through September and 1 p.m. daily, Mondays to Fridays. We're here, Saturdays at 7 p.m. And so I'm going to use an example from that, right? Netflix started renting DVDs. Now they create award-winning content. So how you begin is not the problem. But again, like I said, it's not about the place you begin. It's about the perspective with which you will use to continue. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Hit the like button. You will love it being here today. We're talking about 25 mindset shifts for thriving in the diaspora. So stop thinking consumption alone. Shift from consumer to creator. Let me know in the comment section, where are you joining in from? This year, ask yourself, what will I stop consuming and start creating? What will I stop consuming and start creating? And if you do not know how to begin your creation journey, then the Smart Creating Lab is for you. If you send me a message, Smart Create, or you just write to me, Create, I'm going to give you access to the Smart Creating Lab. Or put in the comment section for me, Create. The Smart Creating Lab is where we'll show you how to create product from your ideas, products from your experience, your expertise, and your experience, expressions that can make you make a whole lot of money. Shift number 9. Shift from currency thinking to asset thinking. Hey, somebody just got hit right now. Are you that person? Don't feel hit. Don't feel judged. My Dance Confidence community, I am not against you. This video is done for you, but I'm not against you. I just want to see you thrive with confidence. You know why I call you Dance Confidence? Confidence and the diaspora. I joined it together and I coined that term, Dance Confidence. So everything that can make you thrive confidently in the diaspora is what I will give you. All right. And one of the shifts, the mindset shift that you need to actually thrive in the diaspora is to stop thinking currency, start thinking assets. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? Thank you for joining in today. Let me say this, no matter the currency you have now in your hands, money loses value. Assets, assets appreciate. No matter the currency, money loses value. However, assets appreciate. So stop thinking currency and start thinking assets because assets will appreciate. Aliko Dangote invested in sugar, in cement, in oil, in assets, not just cash. What asset can you start investing in? Not just currency, currency, currency. Oh, you'll not get it. I have 10,000 pounds. That is currency. Money will devaluate one day. But you see, your assets will always appreciate. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Hit the like button. You will love it being here. Shift number 10. Shift number 10. Shift from quick cash to generational wealth. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? Shift from quick cash to generational wealth. Quick money is one of the gifts that you get in the diaspora. So you get in there, it's working for you. Like they say, there are money on the streets everywhere. You can pick money, even though that's not really true, right? But what I mean is, especially if you're living from Africa, wherever you're living from, if you're living from one nation to another, one of the reasons you actually left is because of money, right? You found out that, let's be true anyway, don't feel attacked, but that's the truth. Maybe somehow you found out that, okay, getting cash will be quicker in this space, so let me leave where I am. So people don't relocate just for any flimsy reason. Basically, borderline is for the sake of cash. It's for the sake that they found out that this system would give them quicker cash. Now, as much as that may be true, you need to stop thinking quick cash to start thinking generational. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Hit the like button. You will love it here today. So, one thing you want to do is to understand that quick money fades. And the sad reality is, as quick as it comes, somehow you start thinking, oh, this money will always come quickly. So you unconsciously stop yourself from thinking generational wealth. I mean, why think of generational wealth when this money can be generated quickly after all? Generational wealth. But quick generation of money can stop you from thinking generational wealth. When the system is such a stable system that if you put in A, you can predict to get B, C, D. So you just relax. You're no longer thinking generational wealth. But that's why I'm here today. That's why I'm here today. Remember Rockefeller, right? Rockefeller's investments still fund foundations 100 years later. Over 100 years later. John D. Rockefeller's investments are still funding systems, still funding foundations. That is generational wealth. Yes, you are in the diaspora, but can you think generational wealth? Not just quick cash. So, those are the 5 shifts that you need to make. The 5 money shifts. I've talked about identity shifts, 5 of them. Now I've given you 5 money shifts that you need to make to be able to thrive in the diaspora. How is it going? How is it going? Are you getting so much value for your time today? Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? We love it that you are here today. Friday, 10 a.m. is the confidence moment. It is your time. This is where we come to talk to the professionals in the diaspora so that they can build confidence for thriving in the diaspora. Let's go to the 3rd shift. So after making all of the identity shifts that I've given you today and the money shifts that I've given you today, the 3rd shift you want to make is community shifts. See these community shifts, right? Come closer. Let's talk. Number one shift you need to make in the diaspora. Shift from isolation to networks. Do you feel kind of attacked? No. Wait, don't go anywhere. Hit the subscribe button first. Hit the like button. Let's talk. You used to have friends back at home. In fact, you were in August meeting, you were in Umwadeze of Mbisi land. Please give me names of those associations. Give me names. Give me names of those associations. You were in so many communities. TWO. You were in. Give me the names, please. You were in several associations. You were the person of community. You went to the diaspora and isolation became your norm. Do you know the truth? You cannot thrive in any land where you are isolated. Put that in the comment section. You cannot thrive in any land where you are isolated from others. Men are gods, like my mentor Coach Wendy will say. The gift of men is a gift. Even Jesus could not thrive in this diaspora where he came to without men. He couldn't. He needed a John the Baptist. He needed a Peter, a Paul, a John. Name it. From 3 to 12 to 120 disciples, and he looked at having disciples all over the world. That's why you became Christian. How are you thinking that you can thrive in the diaspora without networks? Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Hit the like button. You will love it here today. Right. So stop thinking isolation. All you're thinking of is just, you know what, just me, my husband, and my children. No network. And it's a norm in the diaspora. Everybody's just on their own. So you don't know who your neighbors are. You don't know what's going on. You have a neighbor for the past 6 years, you've not seen their face, you've not seen your face, everybody's okay, we're just alone. Even to attend physical church, I don't need to, I can watch online. After all, my church back in Nigeria, they've not established a branch here in Montreal where I am. So I'm just going to stream online. Every step you are taking is isolation. Again, that's why we created the Diaspora Confidence community anyway. We want to break that isolation down. And as the community keeps growing, we bring in more fun. I mean, we're rebuilding the system for 2026, by the way. Every year, we keep rebuilding it in a way that that community will be as connecting as possible. Because the diaspora is lonely. And I can tell you, I know it, you cannot thrive in a land where you are isolated. It's not possible. Ask Jesus. I've shared, if you've not seen it, please go back and catch replay. This Confidence in the Diaspora series is on a playlist here on YouTube. So you can actually sit with all of them. You see the one I talked about, the diaspora life of Jesus. It's a whole teaching. So you will know that even Jesus lived in the diaspora. And interestingly, he thrived in the diaspora. Why? Networks. He had men. He had a Joseph of Arimathea that could go and ask for his body from the king. That's why he wasn't buried. Remember that. Hello, Rahul. So good to see you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You will love it being here today. We're talking about 25 mindset shifts you need to make to be able to thrive in the diaspora. Thank you so much for joining in today. Where are you joining in from? Let me know in the comment section. So, yes, you need to make that community shift. You are in the diaspora. Don't be alone. Don't be isolated. Don't be isolated. If you're isolated, come and join the Diaspora Finance community. We will show you how to make relationships. There's one of the guides I made in the 21 in 1 total finance in the diaspora bundle is the French finance guide. And I needed to make that because people in the professionals in the diaspora think that friendship is a distraction in the diaspora. I'm too busy. I have 3 shifts daily. I'm this, I'm that. I cook, I clean, I do this all alone at home. So I cannot make friends. I don't have the time. Let me say to you, you need networks. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Put that for me in the comment section. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. See this principle. It's not only when you are back home in your land. It applies even in the diaspora. You cannot go far in a land when you are going alone. You can only go far when you are going together. If you think about the Silicon Valley network system, the whole ecosystem they have, it is thriving on networks. It is thriving on networks. I know I'm taking my time to talk about this networking thing because like I see professionals struggle. Friends back, and the sad part is they even cut off from their friends back at home. They say things like, "Oh, I don't want them to know I'm not in America. I don't want them to know I'm not in Canada. No, I don't." So they maintain their Nigerian line or their Ghanaian line or whatever the nation is. They keep it. They don't have friends back at home. They don't have friends in that land. How will you go far? You cannot go far. Let's work. Let's work. It's one of the reasons we built the confidence community. It's in professionals kept on asking. It's in a bid to actually bridge that gap because it was too big. The back gap is there. And I want to also tell you that beyond the community, because if you come to the community, we'll still tell you that you should connect where you are. Connect. Connect. Number 12. I think I've talked about that networking thing all right, right? Let's go to the 12th shift. The 12th shift. You need to make a shift from competing to collaborating. Africans abroad. Come, let's talk. One thing I have seen that Africans abroad do is that they do not collaborate, they compete. This is you who, when you were still an actress with Hollywood, you were collaborating. This is you who, when you were at home working in that oil company, you were collaborating with, you believed in teamwork. All of a sudden, you see a fellow African in the diaspora and you are competing. Competing over what exactly? For what exactly? The recognition you're looking for will come from. Let me say this: no four man is equal to four men. I heard this word from my pastor. No four man. No matter how good you are in the front, including this video you are seeing, I'm not the only one. It's my voice you're hearing, but I'm not the only one. Right? So no four man is equal to four men. You cannot do it alone. Stop competing. Africans abroad, stop competing. Start collaborating. Start collaborating. Your fellow African is doing something abroad and you think that they're doing it because they want to hit you. Maybe you people are into selling African food stuff abroad and then you feel they started that business because of you. Maybe the person is into making of African braids and that's what you are doing. And because you live in the same, or you're within the same network system, you are now in some competition. No, please. Enough of the competition abroad. Let's start collaborating. Let's start collaborating. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? Let us continue. Shift number 13. Are you ready? Are you ready? From closed circle to open doors. From closed circle to open doors. Shift from closed circle to open doors. So back to the friendship thing, right? Now let's talk about this. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. So I've talked about friendship. You now start making friends, but your doors are still closed. And then the friendship you've been able to make is just a close circle kind of friendship. So you just have three or four people in your close circle. It's okay to have three or four people in your close circle. But you see, your gift does not only make room for you, it brings you before great men. Men. Men can be 10 billion people. Men can be the whole world. Men before great men. Before great men. See, you cannot stand before great men if you do not make that mental shift. Shift from thinking closed circle to thinking globally, to thinking open doors. Whose room must your gift enter this year? That's a question. Whose room? Whose room? Who's that great man that your gift needs to come before him this year? And how can you start positioning yourself and working towards being in that person's before? Because your gift will take you before great men. Before great men. So whose is that space? Who is that before that your gift needs to take you to? Shift number 14. Shift from begging for seats to building tables. Shift from begging for seats to building tables. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? You are welcome joining in today. You will love it being here. We're talking about 25 mindset shift for thriving in the diaspora. And yes, it is a diaspora confidence community talk, and we have this conversation 10 a.m. every Friday. We go live Mondays to Fridays, 1 p.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m. for the Smart Creating Short Break series. You would love it being here. So subscribe to this channel, hit the like button. Thank you. Number 15, number 14, I beg your pardon. Shift from begging for seats to building tables. Don't wait for invitations. Build platforms. Oh, they didn't invite me because I'm black skinned. They will say this Yoruba girl is here again. How about you thinking of building tables? How about you thinking of starting to build platforms? I love the story of Jason Njeko, the founder of Iroko TV. Guess what he did? He built his own streaming table. So even that business that you want to do, as opposed to thinking, I don't know why they're not giving me invitation, I don't know why they're not giving me invite. When you start building your own platform, those people you think cannot invite you, they will invite you. Because at the end of the day, a man's gift, a man's gift. But you have to refine that gift to your gift now. You have to work on the gift to the point where it can now stand before great men. It's a process, and it's your job. Shift number 15, shift from weak ties to strong bonds. Hmm. Shift from weak ties to strong bonds. You know what? 85% of jobs that you can get in the diaspora are filled via networking. 85%. Before you hear of that job, somebody has told somebody has told somebody. All of the corporate jobs I've ever done have come through networking. Like I've never had to write, apply, go through. It has always come through networking. And I know so many people in the diaspora have this experience as well. So shift away from weak ties to strong bonds. Have again back to building relationships. Like I'm going to go there again. I'm going to go there again. Okay. Now let's go to shift number 16. And yes, that is the end of the money shifts that I talked about. Now let's go to creativity shifts. So we've talked identity shifts, money shifts, and community shifts, right? Let's talk about creativity shifts. And shift number 16, that's where we go. Shift number 16, shift from ideas only to execution. Yes, and I was coming for those your ideas in your book. Yes, for them today. Right now, we're going there. Oh, coach, don't come here. I will come here. When I finish talking to you about ideas, set your time at 1 p.m. Come and join Smart Creating Show Break Series. Yes. If you cannot join it, catch replay. We have the playlist for all of our smart creating short break series. And then join the Smart Creating Lab. Send me a message. Send me a message. Put it in the comment section. Smart Creating Lab. You get access. That's how you learn how to move your ideas from ideas to execution. You went with that idea in your notebook 6 years ago to the diaspora. You've not executed one part of it. No, you need to shift. You cannot thrive in the diaspora that way. You had this plan. You had this plan. There's a particular gap you notice in your industry in the diaspora, but you wrote it down 3 years ago. You've not done anything. You said you released your first book in the first 2 years in the diaspora that can help parents in the diaspora to parent better. You have not written it. You only have the title and the introduction. 4 years now. Today, I want to tell you shift. Shift from ideas to execution. Ideas don't pay rent. Execution does. In fact, execution buys you houses. Guess what? Do you know that WhatsApp started as just a status app? That's how they began. Just something you can post a status and all of that. But guess what? Today they've become a $19 billion sale product. You hear it well. $19 billion. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining in. Hit the like button. I love it that you're here today. Shift number 17. Let's go quickly. Shift from local to global. Shift from local to global. Let me know in the comment section where you're joining in from. And I would love to have you here. Shift from local to global. All right? Like musicians. You know, most of those musicians in Africa, they all started singing from Africa. But guess what? They've shifted to global. So you can hear their voices and their songs everywhere. So shift from local to global. Don't say I'm not a musician. Don't say I'm not a pastor. Don't say I'm not a. So how do I shift to global? Just it begins from the mind. It begins from the mind. All right. Shift number 18. Shift from fear of failure to experimentation. Nobody is scared of failure like the professional leaders. Oh, I don't want to fail, so that they will not know that I'm fraud. I don't want to fail, so that they will know that I'm not supposed to be in this place after all. Oh, so I'm not going to try anything. Today, end that failure mindset. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for joining in today. End that failure mindset and start thinking experimentation. Yesterday on the Smart Creating Short Break series, interestingly, I talked about prototyping. And I said, imagine that Thomas Edison did not try. First trial failed, second failed, 1,000 failed before he made the first. So how would you even know if you're afraid of failure? The fear of failure is a horrible space. And I can relate. In fact, I had to write a book, Cultivating Confidence. And part of that book, I talked a lot about fear setting, how to set your fears up. That's a book that you need to get through, by the way. Talk about how to set your fear. There's something called fear setting. So that chapter is on fear setting, fear fighting, and failure overcoming. So it's something that you need to actually do. So, but you need to, 90% of startups fail. People have done business that fail. I was reading Femi Otedola last start making it big, and I saw that his first business actually failed. Yes. He isn't the only one, but today he's a multi-billionaire. Maybe even in dollars. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know where you're joining it from. Hit the like button. Thank you for joining it today. So one thing you want to do is to understand that it's okay to fail. All right. Failure gives you a chance to succeed and reshape industries when you get it. Yesterday on the Smart Creative Shop Break, I talked a lot about prototyping. You actually want to go and sit with that conversation. It's an interesting one. Airbnb was rejected multiple times before breakthrough. But today you see Airbnb everywhere. They were rejected multiple times before their breakthroughs. Shift number 19, let's move. Shift from copying to originality. Professionals and diaspora, copycats are replaceable. Put that down for me in the comment section. Copycats are replaceable. Be real, be you. Original is irreplaceable. They can only try to copy you, they can't be you. So find your you. Find your you. For lack of a better way to say it. Find the irreplaceable you. So anybody that does what you do cannot do the way you do it, cannot sound the way you sound, cannot come with the insights that you bring. Do you know that Nollywood was looked at some minor African company here? Well, I mean, what can they really do? But today, Nollywood's original stories are now streamed globally. So you want to shift from copycat to originality. Shift 20. I want to run. I want to run. Shift 20. Shift from hoarding to sharing. Oh, nobody hoards more than the professional in the diaspora. Nobody hoards. And you know it, right? Shift from hoarding to sharing. When you share, you multiply. Think of TED Talks. Free sharing you the global brand. So share. Share. I'm here today to share all of this 25 mindset shifts with you for free. So share. Share. Share the knowledge you have. Bless someone with it. Share the thing that you have. Stop hoarding. All right? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for being here today. Let's go to the fifth cluster, the last set of shifts that you need to make is legacy shifts. Where are you joining in from? Let me know in the comment section. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? You will love it being here. All right, legacy shifts. That's shift 21. Let's go quickly. Shift from short-term hustle to long-term vision. Shift from short-term hustle to long-term vision. Yes, it's okay to begin with short-term hustle, but again, like I say, it's about your perspective. What are you seeing? What can you see in the next 10 years of this journey where you are on? You need to stop thinking short-term hustle. It's just for now. Start thinking long-term vision. Hustle fits today, vision fits generation. Hustle fits today, vision fits generation. So make that mental shift. Thank you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You will love it being here. Shift number 22. And then I'll take a few questions if you have. So stay with me if you have questions. I'd love to take them. Let me know in the comment section where you are joining in from. Shift number 22. Shift from here for now to here to build. This one, right? Oh, let's do. I'm just here for now. No. Why are you in Cape Town? I'm just here for now. Well, we saw you. We saw you yesterday in Canada. He said, you're now in Canada. I'm just here for now. See, first of all, stop using the phrase. Secondly, stop using the perspective. These are bad for you. Do you know why? The moment you're thinking, I'm here for now, you may waste the time. And you know, times and seasons are for purpose. There's a reason you are there. Even if it's for a year, you went to run a program, it's just an 18-month program. There is a reason. But you cannot unlock or access the purpose if you are thinking here for now. Stop thinking here for now. Start thinking here to build. Shift from thinking here for now to thinking here to build. It's just a 3-month course. Yes, but I'm not here for now. I'm here to build. I came here because my husband has been moved to Dubai. It's okay, but I'm not here for now. I'm here to build. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. Hit the like button. It is the 25 mindset shift that you need to make to be able to thrive in the diaspora. Yes, we go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m., and then only on Fridays at 10 a.m. for the conversation with professionals in the diaspora like you. So you want to hit the subscribe button, you want to hit the like button. You will love it being here. All right? Diaspora is not a waiting room. So stop thinking you are here for now. Diaspora is not a waiting room. Let me say it again. It's a building site. Hmm. Hmm. What I see is that so many professionals in the diaspora are busy investing. In fact, a research was done and it was shown that over $20 billion are being sent back home from people in the diaspora. Imagine if more of that money was invested right where you are. I'm not saying don't invest back at home, no. But you see this mindset of here. That's why too many professionals in the diaspora, when they finish sending all that money back home, they come back and they realize that their cousin, who they've been sending hundreds of millions, have been squandering the money. Because all you think is, this land is not my land. I'm just here for now. I'm not going to build anything. Even when someone came to you and told you there's a property we can actually get here, you said, no, this place, no, it's not my land. So what do you mean it's not your land? Wherever the sole of your feet touches, it is yours for an inheritance. Stop thinking I'm here. I'm just here for now. Shift number 23. Yes. You're going to let me know which shift hits you the most. Let me know in the comment section. Even though you're catching replay, let me know the shift that hit you. The one you didn't know, you're like, this is so me. Shift 23. Shift from success to significance. It's okay to succeed in the diaspora, but significance is how you build legacy. Success is what you achieve. Significance is what you leave behind. So, when I came into this land, I just came in with my box, passport. I've been able to succeed. This is what I've been able to do. I've been able to build 3 houses back in Lagos. I've been able to do da 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 da. All of that are good, but those are just success. You need to now move from thinking success to thinking significance. Shift from success to significance. That's the kind of thought that Nelson Mandela had. And guess what? His significance outlived his success. His significance outlived his success. Shift number 24. The 24th shift you need to make is to shift from working hard to working through systems. Systems outlive energy. When you hear McDonald's, what comes to your mind? McDonald's is not built on the best burger, on the best system. Shocking, right? McDonald's is not built on the best burger. Oh, I make the best jollof rice. I'm working hard. I'm the one that supplied the best African meals on this part of this country, and it's good. Your hard work is good. But make a shift from working hard to building system, to working through systems. That's why I gave McDonald's example. It's not built on the best burger. It's not built on the most hardworking staff. It's built on the best system. Finally, number 25, the 25th shift you need to make to be able to thrive in the diaspora. How has this conversation been for you, by the way? Which of the shift have hit you the most? The one I like, oh, coach, are you seeing me? Are you seeing me? Yes, I can see you. I was sent to you, so I know your problems. Shift number 25, the 25th shift, and the last shift for today that you need to make to be able to thrive in the diaspora in 2025. Shift from legacy in words to legacy in deeds. Oh, I'm going to leave legacy. I want to build legacy. Those are words. You're saying words. Let it show in your deeds. What will my grandchildren thank me for? What will this land remember me for? How would they know that one Funke lived in this nation? How would they know that Ade worked in this hospital? How would they know that Chioma once did her master's here? That's a question you should ask yourself. So that you're able to move from legacy in words to legacy. You know how the proverb says it in 13, Proverbs 13:22. A good man leaves his inheritance to his children's children. And if you do not know how to turn your words into real-time legacy, you've had expertise, had experience, you've had expressions, you should be in the Smart Creating Lab. The Smart Creating Lab is happening in a few days. It will happen in October, and it will ride on for 3 days. You don't want to miss it. Coaches will be there. I'll be there as well. Coaches will be there to hold you by the hand and show you how to turn your experience, your expertise, your expressions into income, impact, and so that even though you're in the diaspora, you're not waiting for seats. You create your own seats and put people on the system. You build your table and put people there. Hmm. And 1 p.m. Mondays to Fridays, Saturdays, 7 p.m. West African time, we will still be here to talk about the Smart Creating Short Break series throughout this month and the next. So you don't want to actually miss any of them. So you can come and learn how to create. How to create. From that, your business that you're doing or something, you're wondering, this is my job, can't I build something for myself? See, let me tell you, the job is good, but the job will go one day. What you be remembered for is what you built. Is that book you wrote? That's the thing that will bear your name. Your job will not bear your name. You can't bequeath it. You can't bequeath your job to your child. But you can bequeath the name of what you built to your child. So that's it. I've been able to give you the 25 mindset shifts, and thank you for spending this time today. Again, here are the 25 mindset shifts I've given you to be able to dominate in the diaspora in 2025. And yes, it was divided into 5 clusters. Hit the subscribe button if you're just joining us. We talked about identity, money, community, creativity, and of course, legacy. All right. I gave you the money shift so that you can master how you multiply resources. I gave you the identity shift so you can own who you are. And then I gave you the creativity shift so that you can execute boldly, not just to have ideas that are in the book. I gave you the legacy shift so that you can build beyond yourself. I want you to remember this as you go today. You don't own the diaspora by paperwork, you own it by perspective. Please write it down for me. You don't own the diaspora by paperwork, you own it by perspective. So it's good that you have the papers. It is good. But see, the papers can be good. If your perspective is faulty, you will still own the land. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? I love it that you joined us today. Thank you. Let me know where you're joining in from. The diaspora will not be owned by paperwork. It will be owned by perspective. Let me close with this story. A man once asked me this question: what is the biggest land one can own in the diaspora? And guess what? He expected that I would give him an answer. In fact, that's what necessitated this conversation. Because somebody was reaching out to me. And I said to him, the biggest land you can own is the land of your mind. Because once you own it, no government, no economy, no border can take it from you. It is from him that this conversation came about. And from there, everything follows. The moment you can own the land of your mind. And it's a sad reality that professionals go abroad and they actually lose the land of their mind. Yes. This is not to hit you badly. No. Begin to lose the reason for which you went in the first place. So, like that man that wanted to know how to own the biggest land in the diaspora, this is me saying to you, you too can own the biggest land in the diaspora if you can first own the big land of your mind. Your mind is the biggest land there is in the world. If you do not own it, you will struggle with owning any other land in the world. If this season has helped you, this session has helped you, it's been a blessing to you, subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and drop which mindset hits you the most, which of the mindset shifts hit you the most in the comment section. You want to share this with someone, but as you do, please ensure that the person is in our diaspora finance community. If the person is not, then reach out to us. You can send us an email at the smartspeakersacademy@gmail.com. Follow us on all our social media handles at the Smart Speakers Academy, and you can just send us a DM from any of our accounts, and we'll definitely give you access to the community. The community is where the real thing happens. That's where we do Q&A sessions. That's where they get books. That's where they get discounts for all the courses of the academy. Yes, you get discount for all of the courses of the academy. all of the perks that come with the academy, those in our Diaspora community get it. So you don't actually miss anything. So if you are serious about moving from inspiration to implementation, then you want to join the Smart Creating Lab. I've talked about it before, and I want to invite you again to join the Smart Creating Lab. That's where you're going to be building systems that makes this shift you made today permanent. All right? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for joining in today. And we'll be live at 1 p.m. today. So you want to join in for the Smart Creating Short Break series. I love it that you came in here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll have questions in the community. So drop your questions in the community. I'll respond to all the questions. You know how we do it. We would still share details in the community on Q&A sessions that we're going to have. But of course, you have questions, you can always reach out to me, right? Reach out to me, and my job is to help you as professionals in the diaspora to thrive. And yes, I can see the thank yous in the comment section. Have you hit the subscribe button? Have you hit the like button? Thank you so much for joining in today. It is an honor to be your coach. And yes, I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach. I help busy professionals like you unlock confidence smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you at 1 p.m. This is the Smart World.